Of course, it's a very dark day today. It's been called the worst strike in the history of the NHS. This is, of course, when the consultants who went out yesterday are joined by the junior doctors in a synchronised three-day walkout that is designed to kill patients, if you ask me.
I think that people who have had their diagnoses delayed, who have suffered as a result, who are living in chronic pain because surgeries have been cancelled, I say take up legal action against these unions because this is criminal negligence. This is criminal negligence. I'm sorry, consultants are getting $145,000 now with a pay rise. That is their basic on the NHS. That doesn't even include all of the other stuff they do. Doesn't include out of hours and overtime, which they're going to be pocketing by the
private
truckload because of the backlogs that they're now contributing to. Doesn't include private practice. We've taken tax off £1 million pension pots. What do these people want? Gold chariots and palm fronds? I mean, it's criminal negligence. And if I had a relative who had had an operation cancelled or a diagnosis delayed, who suffered as a result, I would be going after the BMA. I'd be going after the unions because this is plain wrong.
Absolutely. And these consultants, as you say, they earn about 150 grand a year on average, some of them a lot more. Most of them have got very lucrative private practices where they literally earn £500,000 a year. These are very, very wealthy people earning a hell of a lot of money, and they stand on picket lines and expect us to sympathise when we want 35%. No, just go back to work and treat patients. They
also try and play the moral card, and it doesn't work because they turn around and say, oh no, these strikes are because the NHS is under-resourced. Well, you're not helping that by not being on the ward, are you, mate? Yeah. And then they say, oh, the government, they mismanage the NHS, but the NHS can't be privatised. So you're saying the government are rubbish at running it, but the government have to run it. Yeah. Make your minds up.
Exactly, and they say it's all about patient safety because in the long term they say we need more doctors, we need more consultants, and better pay deals will bring that staff in. It's all about patient safety. Well, OK, in the long term, but in the short term, these striking doctors and consultants are prepared to let patients die.
It's like basically saying, oh, I think I want better airbags in my car, and to prove this, I'm going to drive it, you know, 100 miles an hour into a tree. I mean, that's what they're doing with the NHS. They're making it so much worse. We've got record-breaking backlogs, over 7 million people. Now it's adding 1 million in cancelled appointments, and they coin it when they do overtime to build up that deficit. I mean, it's sickening.
That said, I would like Steve Barclay, the Health Secretary, to make moves to get everyone around the table because there's this huge standoff going on now. No one is talking to each other, and we're getting more and more of these very damaging strikes. So surely, can we just get together and talk? Something may come of it. So nothing is going to happen while no one is talking. So that's what they should do. Get round the damn table because people are dying because of these strikes. It's absolutely outrageous. Talking of outrageous, Keir Starmer sucking up to Macron in Paris, his big Parisian summit yesterday, you know, where basically he probably applied to rejoin the EU. Guess who brokered this historic meeting?
Who did that?
Tony Blair.
Oh, of course he did.
Of course he did.
When Tony Blair got that creepy mullet. So the image just flashed in my mind. Lockdown Blair was a pretty harrowing character.